Hi guys, welcome to the Disney I did not do my mic. Keep it in, producer. We fly by the seat of our pants.
There you go.
Welcome to the second episode of the Disney Catalogue. I am co-editor-in-chief Derek. Along with me is...
Editor-in-Chief Skyler Shuler.
Yes, he is my boss, and I'm his glorified assistant. See, I'm transferring it from the old podcast to the new podcast. Because
oh my god,
we're going to be limited at listeners on Patreon. But this can reach the whole world, baby.
Great.
Anyway.
I won't even argue anymore.
We are going into The Incredible Hulk. Last week was Iron Man. You guys can find that on, here on YouTube or Spotify or Anchor or
Apple Podcasts.
Yep. Which we will be coming to more platforms as soon as Anchor gets their crap together.
Yeah, leave us a review. We'd like to. We'll if we get some 5-star reviews, maybe we'll read some at the start of the show. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah, so send us your 5-star reviews and we'll read them out. We'll shout you out.
Give us a review on Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star review, or not if you didn't like it. Be honest.
Yeah.
But don't give us a 1. Just don't put anything at all. Go tell your friends how bad we suck. Don't put it on the internet.
Don't tell the world.
Don't tell the world. Okay, so The Incredible Hulk. Original thoughts, go.
For me, this is one of the weaker entries in the MCU.
Why?
I just find it to be... it's hard now that we're 24 movies in, almost 25.
Yeah.
I think the character has progressed so well with now Mark Ruffalo, which we'll get into in a little bit. But this movie, outside of the two main fight scenes, I just find it to be a little...
Fight scenes as in the college campus fight scene and then the Harlem fight scene?
Yes, with the Abomination.
Cool.
It's a short Marvel movie, but it feels very stretched out. And, I don't think it is aged as well as a lot of these other Marvel movies.
Especially not what the Hulk looks like.
Yeah.
Like the animation. Even just between the Avengers, which was only 4 years?
Yeah.
Looks insanely better.
Yeah.
Than what the Hulk looked like in, the 2008 movie.
Yeah, I don't dislike this movie, but the beats it hits on, they really hit. The things it misses on, they really miss.
Okay, finish your thought,
yeah.
sorry.
For me, it's not the worst MCU movie, but it's definitely not top tier.
Okay, so when we come across your worst MCU movie, will you admit it?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, some key points here. So, I'm going to go through some of my favorite moments as far as... Because I was originally because I told you I gave the whole MCU another rewatch. That's why I haven't watched any of the movies, because I know them like the back of my... What the... Back of my hand.
Oh my God.
Did you rewatch the Hulk, or are you going based off of just memory?
I rewatched it on Tuesday.
Okay, cool. So the second time... And I've seen this movie so many times, but, getting the wider universe, actually starting to see... And I think why I started liking it more is because of all the newscasts that are coming out about it. And your boy loves continuity.
Yes. So
we're getting Abomination back. We've already had General Ross. I've heard rumors of Liv Tyler coming back as Betty Ross.
Right.
There's talks
that Thunderbolt Ross is in She-Hulk as well.
Yeah. So having these characters show back up, because I think one of the main reasons I didn't like it is nothing was taken from that movie. We didn't get Thunderbolt Ross until Civil War. So between that, you have they're just like, oh, we're not going to take anything from there. But here's Mark Ruffalo in roughly the same setting of where we left off in The Incredible Hulk. Bug the crap out of me.
Yeah, it's tough for Marvel because it's interesting. They're able to share the character that is still currently owned by Universal Pictures. So Marvel can't just say, let's do a Hulk movie. They have to kind of go the Spider-Man route and work with Universal and share these, but they can insert the Hulk in their own features,
which ended up working better for the character.
I think Hulk works way better as a
big supporting character.
Yes, yeah, 100% agree.
Okay, so some of my favorite movies, even though it is one of the weaker Marvel movies. Sorry, burpee. Okay, so I do like the aspect that he goes into hiding. And, one of my favorite moments is when he is in the factory, and one of the I want to say operators or like one of the bosses at that manufacturer, he comes in and asks Bruce Banner, like, hey, I need something fixed. Can you come help me fix it? And he goes up, fixes it, but pinches himself, and blood starts dropping, and he freaks out. And he like runs down the stairs telling everybody, move, 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 stop the line, stop the line. And he goes down there, wipes up the blood, and then it literally pans, and there's a piece of blood on a bottle.
Oh, yeah, right.
And then, it ends up really messing up our boy Stan Lee.
Oh, it does, yeah.
Another moment that I loved was... sorry about that, folks. That was my big puppy outside.
It's a Hulk dog.
Yeah, he's probably yelling at a skunk, and he's going to get skunked again. So another part that I really liked... I did like the Betty Ross and the Bruce Banner kind of banter and love story.
I think she is a much better Betty Ross than Jennifer Connelly was in that 2003 Hulk movie.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, their connection was good. I would find it fascinating if she returns to see it with Mark Ruffalo.
Exactly. So whenever I try to watch the Hulk, it's the same with Iron Man 1. I'm trying to picture Don Cheadle as War Machine.
Yeah.
And then now I'm trying to picture Mark Ruffalo, like, how would he look in this scenario? Right. I don't know. I got a brain filled with bullcrap.
Yeah, that's true.
So another moment that I liked is... Okay, so they meet. Betty Ross and Ed Norton, they meet. And, like, they're like, oh, my God, what are you up to? Blah, 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 blah. And she tries to go clothes shopping for him. And she brings out these long, stretchy purple pants. Oh, and he's like, I'm not wearing these.
Nice little nod to the original comic character.
I like when Bruce meets Mr. Blue. Because he's trying to find a cure for the Hulk.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the helicopter ride. Where Thunderbolt Ross has Bruce Banner in custody. But, homeboy that...
Emil Blunt's
Yeah,
guitar.
one of my favorite lines, by the way, is like, if I could have everything I know now in a body 10 years ago, I'd be a machine.
Oh.
And he's like, I think we could make that happen. But then he gets the Hulk serum, turns into Abomination. He's wrecking crap in New York, Harlem to be more specific.
Yeah.
And, he's basically coming to Ross saying, like, dude, I'm the only one who can stop this guy. You have to let me go.
And he falls, and you think he slams in, and then the hole, he just...
Well, it's like that Captain Marvel shot. Remember when she falls and she, like, has her eyes glowing? She goes...
Yeah.
It's like that, and he turns into the Hulk right mid-flight. That was badass.
Yeah, no, that
was tight.
That's cool.
You got something to add, Dom? Oh, the TV.
Oh, and,
It's okay. We fly by the seat of our pants, baby. Okay, there we go. Oh, see? Boom, right here.
Yeah.
This was a good moment. Even though I wish you were Mark Ruffalo. Anyway, so those were some of my favorite things. I don't know if you have different things that I talked about. No, what about... Because we have a fact about Martin Starr, actually. When, he kind of...
You want to wait until we talk about that?
I just thought it was funny. He's, like, holding up the pizza, like...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yep.
All right, talk about your favorite stuff.
So again, my favorite stuff is the Hulk Abomination fight. We need that rematch, but it's so cool to see two big, different types of Hulks duking it out. Just CGI.
We've been wanting that forever.
Yeah, so it's good, still solid CGI. Yeah, and it's a good fight. It's a nice, decent fight. I really enjoyed Thunderbolt Ross, the William Hurt who plays him in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I like what he does playing this dickhead
Do you like
character.
him better than Sam Elliott?
Okay, here's the thing. I like Sam Elliott better than William Hurt.
For those who don't know, Sam Elliott played Thunderbolt Ross in the 2003 Hulk movie.
Yes.
Okay, continue.
I like Sam Elliott better as an actor, but I like William Hurt better as Thunderbolt Ross.
Yes, I do agree with that.
Yeah, he just plays... a dick, better.
Yeah.
And
well, he plays
like
a general. Like,
yes.
That's how generals act.
Yeah, and I feel that watching him interact with, Bruce Banner is something that I wanted. I want him to hate him so much, but need him at the same time. Yeah. Which leads to other things in the future with that character.
Okay, so there's this part, and it's in the Hulk universe. It's not necessarily in the MCU yet. There's this kid that gets the powers of the Hulk, and Bruce Banner tries to save him, but he turns into Blue Hulk, and I cannot remember his name.
It's not Hulkling?
No. Dom's
Blue
looking it up right now. I can't remember his name. It's something. It's... What is it? Because it's this kid who gets the powers of the Hulk, and he has a name, and it's like Alkalite? No, it's like...
Well, we know
Why don't you look up the different names of the Hulks?
Well, we know Thunderbolt Ross
is Red Hulk.
Yeah, he turns into Red Hulk, which ends up being a Thunderbolts thing.
But the Blue Hulk, it's not... Like, he's not called Blue Hulk. He's called... It starts with an A. I know that for sure. The only reason why I know that is because he's in Lego Marvel. I cannot remember his name. There's Grey Hulk. But that was just...
Hulk, Savage Hulk, Mindless Hulk, Devil Hulk, Immortal Hulk, Merged Professor Hulk, the Maestro, Guilt Hulk, the Green Scar, World Breaker Hulk, Doc Green, Hammer Hulk.
Yeah, none of those were it. Well, Shiitake.
Anyways.
I'll have to look that up on a different
We don't
time.
care about the Blue Hulk, though. We care about the Red Hulk.
It's just a fun fact.
No,
you don't
no,
have to
no.
undermine me.
No, I'm not. I'm saying we care about Red Hulk. Okay, would you rather see Blue Hulk moving forward or Red Hulk?
No, I'm just saying that I don't know if many people knew that there was a Blue Hulk out there. And he's
I
like a
see what
blonde
you're
little
saying.
kid.
I see what you're saying.
It's not totally awesome Hulk.
Amadeus Cho.
Amadeus.
Oh, yes.
Amadeus.
But
well,
he-
no, Amadeus Cho.
Oh, he's Hulkling.
Totally awesome Hulk.
Yeah.
But
Is
he's
he-
Hulkling.
Is he the son of Cho in
Yes.
Age of Ultron? Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
And there's rumors that
Young
he
Avengers.
Yeah, there's rumors that he appears in She-Hulk. Hulkling. Yeah. That's Amadeus Cho. That's right. I forgot
sick.
about that.
So is that basically it for your?
Yeah, I don't have a lot of like favorites in this movie, and it's just because it's.
But did you like it the second time or third time? Like, did you like it more than you thought you did on Tuesday?
No, I found it to be.
saying.
I found it to be just a straightforward, Marvel movie that really is very standalone of itself.
Yeah, I get that. Cause
It's not bad. It's just not top tier Marvel, and that's not the Hulk's fault.
well,
Now-
you know whose fault it is. Ed Norton's fault.
Yeah. I mean, Ed Norton.
He
rewrote
This is what
lines.
he does. It's not just the Hulk. He did this on American History X. He did this
I
with.
think he did it on Fight Club too.
Yeah, he did it on Fight
think
Club. The
Brad
only thing
Pitt
I don't
hated
think
that.
he did it on was Birdman, because Alejandro no.
Inarritu.
That was him, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't think he puts up with that crap.
And I don't think Michael Keaton seems like the type that would allow that.
No,
either.
it's his movie.
Yeah.
So Ed Norton has this thing where if he doesn't like something, he straight up rewrites it. And he basically, I just imagine him going, if you don't use it the way I want to, find someone else.
Yeah.
Like, such a narcissist. Like,
Yes.
look at that guy.
Yeah, he is a very known narcissist.
So
sure.
he's one of the reasons I think the Hulk did so poorly. And I think another reason is, well, it's a fact, so I won't get in there. But yeah, he basically rewrote the whole movie as they were filming.
Yeah.
Him and the director, I guess I should
Louis
say.
Leterrier.
But I mean, what director is going to undermine Edward Norton?
Yeah, but Louis Leterrier isn't like he did I believe he did the Transporter movies and Now You See Me. I don't think he's one. I think he's more of an actor's director, not a.
That's what I'm saying. Is probably why he
not
was,
a vision director.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Probably he was like looking to Edward Norton, going, "Oh yeah, that sounds really cool," or
Right.
something like that, and then it ended up. Like, look how bad that CGI is. For those we're looking at our TV, and for those listening to the audio, we have a slideshow of all a bunch of stills from the Hulk. But I mean,
It's not as bad as Hulk 2003 though.
No.
That was bad. Universal dropped the ball on that one.
Ed Norton was supposed to, like, it was fact, it was reported that he was reprising in the Avengers. But they couldn't come to a payment agreement. He wanted more money, and then,
Think about it. If he would have waited he would have appeared in like 5 more movies if you think about it. So
That's not Edward Norton's. I don't think they presented him to himself, to him when he was like signed on.
That's his fault. That's his own doing. Like he could have had Avengers, Age of Ultron, Thor Ragnarok, Avengers Endgame or Avengers Infinity War and
Endgame,
and then
She-Hulk,
and then whatever, because he ain't going anywhere.
No way. Mark Ruffalo loves Hulk.
And
loves Hulk.
I'm not sure if he's in Love and Thunder. I don't think he is, but who knows?
No, because you gotta think about Endgame. I don't think he stood behind. He's hurt, remember? He has like a limpy arm.
That's true. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe She-Hulk's...
Okay, so standing out character, who's the one that makes you want to come back to the movie and go, I'll give it, this is why I watch it.
It's Tim Roth is the Abomination. Yeah. He was the shining star in this movie.
I totally agree with
think that. Abomination.
Perfect villain.
Yeah, he is a character. There's a reason why he's being brought back. There's something interesting about this character. Tim Roth, such a solid character actor who... you can say this movie is maybe lower tier MCU, but you can say Tim Roth is upper tier Marvel villain.
Like you're talking about in the lines of like Killmonger, Thanos.
Yeah,
like he's menacing villains.
If I had a top 5, he would probably be near the 5-6 spot for me in top 5 villains. He's just that good.
No, I really enjoy
This is why I come back.
Yeah, see that's. But when he transforms, like you see his like bones start cracking.
I like that.
His spine comes out. I'm like, how painful do you think it is to turn into the Hulk? Is there something?
I think
I think there's something that is similar to turning into the Hulk.
I think
this happening in real life is the same pain as turning into the Hulk.
I have to imagine.
Yeah. See, how painful would it be to turn into the Hulk? I guess it runs along the same lines of like how bad would it hurt to turn into the werewolf?
Or cramping. Like if you had a really bad cramp, it's when your muscles flexing.
Yeah.
Imagine it just being really bad cramping.
Yeah.
But the Hulk is known for coming out based on stress and adrenaline. Like, and then when you have so much adrenaline, you feel less pain.
That's true.
And this is so much adrenaline, more than any human's ever gonna have. So much adrenaline, maybe he just doesn't feel it, and that's why when he turns back into Bruce Banner, he's like, "Oh my God, I'm in pain and exhausted."
Yeah.
Yes, so
like he throws up, like he was when Betty Ross went to go get him clothes. He's like, "Bruh," and she's like, "Bruce," and he comes out brushing his teeth. I was like, "Ugh."
Well, I mean, you even see him like still not able to control it in Ragnarok.
Well, they're trying to get some spicy stuff in the bedroom done. And he can't.
I mean,
sucks.
He could. It's just not physically possible.
I'll have to talk to you this off air. Yeah. Because if this was the DisInsider show, I would totally talk about this. But since this is public on YouTube and
we'll family friendly show.
Yeah,
keep it family friendly.
Even though I've said the A word, I've said the S word, I've said the D word. Who says D for damn? Ooh, you said the D word?
I thought you were talking about the other D word.
Oh, no, not the male D word.
Yeah. Bad.
Okay. So, why... I think we covered this, but if you had to pinpoint exactly where the movie went wrong, what would that be?
Oh, it would probably be pacing for me. I don't like the pacing of this movie.
Okay, so give me an example of why the pacing was.
It's because...
So you're talking about like Brazil, boom, America?
It's okay.
Or is it long?
It's a short movie that it stretches itself out with. You get one really great fight scene and one solid fight scene, and when you
uses the tank as a shield was pretty sick.
Yeah. When you are doing a movie that is standalone, just the Hulk, you're expecting to see destruction. You're expecting to see fight scenes. Yes, you're supposed to see Bruce Banner, but I don't want to see long, drawn-out stories with Bruce Banner. And I felt like they really kind of drew out the story, his origin story, when, just 5 years before we already saw the origin story. I think anyone who knows the Hulk knows the origin story. And I understand it's a reboot.
Well, it is a reboot.
But it's... It didn't work for me personally, and maybe it's because I'm going back into it, seeing Edward Norton as Bruce Banner, and I'm just not liking his take on Bruce Banner.
I mean,
it's hard.
true.
It's hard to say, but I felt it's a short movie stretched out way too long.
Okay. I have similar stuff, but I think it's just... I mean, pacing does have a lot to do with it, but I think it's like... I don't know, the characters... Oh, my computer just died. We're going to have to grab your computer and you're going to have to look up facts.
It's okay, I can remember them.
Okay. What was I saying? The character chemistry was off for me.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe before the movie started, the actors didn't really get to do that getting to know exercises and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, to be comfortable around
kind of
everybody.
like in the what is it, rehearsals.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So I don't
I agree
think
with
that
that.
their chemistry was there. Especially not with Edward Norton, Betty Ross. It felt awkward.
At times,
Even though
it
it's
did.
some of my favorite moments, like this one, you know, it's just... I guess it's just the fact that, you know, he disappeared.
And
She figures out that he's alive and stuff like that. But when they're actually in scenes together, it feels awkward.
It is nowhere near the same synchronization that Pepper Potts and Tony Stark have.
Yes, exactly.
At all.
Or Haley Atwell and Chris Evans.
Chris Evans, yeah. I
They're,
totally agree.
We'll get that. Captain America is in a couple episodes, so we'll get into that because that's one of the crown jewels of this whole universe is their love story.
Yeah, and it just kind of spans on.
Okay. So as far as Edward Norton, do you think that he... Okay, so before Mark Ruffalo or anything, did you think he was a good Bruce Banner? Because I say yes.
I didn't think he was a bad Bruce Banner, but there was really no bar. There was really no bar he had against. Really, like you had.
Well, you had Eric Bana, then you had Richard. What the frick is his name?
You
Richard.
had Bill Bixby and
Bill Bixby. That's what I meant.
You had no real bar. Like we didn't. You and I were. You know, we're in the same age range. We didn't grow up with the Bill Bixby, Lou Ferrigno Hulk.
No.
We grew up with the Eric Bana Hulk. So the bar wasn't set super high.
Well, as far as superhero shows too, it was like the animated '90s X-Men.
Yeah,
and
but we
like
would never
Spider-Man.
throw that on a bar like this.
Well,
like,
no.
yeah,
I'm
but
just
I
talking
see-
about
no,
like
no, no.
stuff in our
I
wheelhouse.
think he did. I think he did okay for what he had to do in the movie. I don't think Edward Norton is a bad actor, and
He's one of my favorites.
I don't think he was a bad Bruce Banner, but looking back at it now, which is probably unfair, I don't think he's the right Bruce Banner.
You think Mark Ruffalo is perfect?
Yes, I do. I think Mark Ruffalo was.
Don't get me
the right
wrong.
choice.
I love Mark Ruffalo. I wish we would have gotten because when I saw Edward Norton as Bruce Banner, it screams Bruce Banner for me. Like I thought he would have been good. He's the scrawny little guy who gets to be big.
Yeah,
And you know, Mark Ruffalo is also like a veteran actor too.
Yeah. I just
I don't know. He's just. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a great Hulk, but I would have never picked Mark Ruffalo.
I don't think
I would have agreed with whatever our fact is. I would have agreed with the studio that wanted Edward Norton over Mark.
Yeah.
That's what
sure.
That's my own personal opinion. So if you want to attack me and give this podcast a 1 star, then I understand.
So should we get into the facts
I
of the...
think that's it. Like
yeah.
we overall stuff and
So here's some interesting things I did read. Speaking of when I say it's short, I mean that the Incredible Hulk, fact number 1, is it's the shortest Marvel movie.
Like
it's an
barely
hour.
over 90 minutes.
Yeah, it's like an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
so
nuts.
it's the shortest MCU movie, but it feels like one of the longest to me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, not about it. Another interesting thing is when Louis Leterrier, the director, signed on to the movie, his first choice for the Incredible Hulk was Mark Ruffalo.
Yep.
And then the studio said, no, we want Edward Norton for Hulk. Obviously, we know how that ended up turning out. But 2 people before, and these are kind of 2 facts that I'm going to combine into one,
Okay.
is actually, they're all 3 kind of similar. Eric Bana was wanted by Marvel Studios to return.
Oh God, that would have been so
they wanted Eric Bana
bad.
back, which coincides with the next fact, which is Sam Elliott wanted to return as Thunderbolt Ross very
I like
badly.
just what Dom did. Okay.
I want Thunderbolt Ross.
These are good. Okay, so The Incredible Hulk is the only Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 1 movie in which Nick Fury does not appear. However, his name appears in the opening credit montage. Did not know that. Liv Tyler accepted the role without reading the script. Doesn't matter because Edward Norton changed it halfway through the goddamn movie.
Nah. Did you like Liv Tyler, Betty Ross?
I just don't really like Liv Tyler, to be honest.
I don't mind Liv Tyler. I think she was better than Jennifer Connelly for sure. Another fact I saw was that Matthew McConaughey was also in the running for...
Go Up, Dom. That one's a good one.
Matthew McConaughey was in the running for Bruce Banner as well, which would have been weird.
Oh, that would have been... Hey, man, you don't want to like me when I'm angry.
all right.
Yeah. Okay, so when Bruce Banner emails Mr. Blue with his data while Betty purchases the used truck, the email is tracked through the SHIELD database. That's nuts.
That's crazy.
Wow. Edward Norton and Tim Roth filmed their Hulk versus Abomination fights on stage using motion capture and 37 digital cameras.
Jeez.
Wow.
That's the best part of the whole movie.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, there's so many. In addition to doing rewrites, see, this is what we're talking about, Edward Norton directed himself in some of his own scenes, such as the campus scenes to save time when Louis Lederer was busy working.
This whole podcast now just makes me realize how much I just don't care about Edward Norton. Sorry. Come after me if you need to.
Which one are you looking up? That one? Okay, so according to Tim Roth, Edward Norton rewrote scenes every day. Norton Liv Tyler, not Taylor, also spent hours discussing their characters' lives. See, the thing is also his greatest strength is also his greatest weakness. He's very hands-on with productions. He loves when there's more information on just aspects of a movie. So when he goes into wanting to look more of his character, that's also a weakness because it kind of dilutes the plot of the movie. Like, who cares?
I don't like that at all. My problem with
me neither.
My problem with Edward Norton doing that is it's one thing if you're in
narcissist.
It's one thing if you're in pre-production and the director says, "Okay, come on, help me write this story." Like we've seen, there's Taika involved Chris Hemsworth in story writing, but when you have already you attach a director and a writer to create this vision. As an actor, your job is to go in there and bring that vision to life on set, improvise, not to rewrite something that was already written, especially if you're doing it every day on set. I hate that, and it undermines not only the writer, but the director and the studio.
See, you made a good point, is Taika Waititi bringing Chris Hemsworth upon, but this is his fourth movie. It makes sense that Chris Hemsworth, because Chris Hemsworth knows Thor better than anybody.
Yeah.
It makes sense for him to bring on, like, Thor wouldn't do that, Thor would do this. Edward Norton hadn't played the dude for, 4 weeks before he started going, this is what Hulk would do.
And that's the major crux of the problem, you know?
Yeah.
You don't do that. You don't come in here and undermine your crew.
Yeah, for sure. Paul Soles, who portrays Stanley, the owner of the pizza shop, where he's, like, kind of hiding out too.
Yeah.
He played Dr. Bruce Banner in the Hulk animated series.
Oh, nice.
That is
Another cool fact, I don't see it on there, but another cool fact I had read before your laptop died was Martin Starr, who is the teacher in Spider-Man, the newer Spider-Man movies. He was actually in The Incredible Hulk as a computer IT guy, and Kevin Feige confirmed that that's the same character. He was just in school, like in graduate school, becoming a teacher. Which is really cool. I love that.
Yeah. We'll get into this because this is next episode is Iron Man 2. That little nod to a future character that they just said, oh, yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
You remember? We'll get into that. That's going to be a fun fact.
Yeah, so I can't wait for next week's episode.
So we do have a couple questions. It's a couple. If you guys want, hit us with some questions.
Yeah,
it makes it more fun for you and for us. Yeah.
If we have 50, we have to answer 50. That's just
how it's exactly. Go. So we have 2. Let me see if I can find... I should have had it already pulled up. Okay, here we go. So, Elliot says, since now we got 3 Hulks in the MCU, including Tim Roth's Abomination coming back, do you think we'll get a chance to see Thunderbolt Ross transform to Red Hulk in the nearby future? Yes.
Yes, for sure.
Maybe not maybe not anytime soon, but as soon as they announce a Thunderbolt movie, we're going to get that dude.
They're setting it up. It is obvious it's being set up. Maybe not Thunderbolt Ross setting it up, but someone's setting it up. And I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier...
He's been in too many projects to not introduce his alter ego.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the U.S. agent, I think Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Echo?
Not Echo. Zemo, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Zemo.
Thunderbolt Ross is in Black Widow, and I think he's going to be in She-Hulk. It makes sense that they're bringing all these...
Because it's basically Marvel's Suicide Squad.
Exactly. So I think we see Red Hulk, and I like you just said...
Thanks for doing that, Tom.
Yeah.
Right as the camera goes, I'm like itching my... Damn it!
Oh boy. And I'm rubbing my eye. Look at us. We're not prepared. But I do think it is coming, like you said, probably later than sooner.
But who knows? We still have a bunch of
projects coming.
Well, not just projects, but like events where stuff can get announced.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you. That was by Elliot Bullock II. This one comes from Dr. Chill Out. Hey,
what's up?
I'm Mr. Dr. Chill Out, man.
Yeah, all right.
Matthew McConaughey was part of the Hulk, he'd be like, just chill, man. My beats per second is like 1/4.
All right.
Or whatever blood pressure means, man.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not stressed. He would never be the Hulk. He's calm.
He'd be like...
He'd be just Bruce Banner.
Yeah, during the Battle of New York, he's like, this ain't my fight, man. Peace, love, and prosper, buddy.
You'll always like me when I'm not angry.
He's like, that's the trick, man. I'm always angry. Oh, that's a freaking skit.
It's the only green I see. Oh, boy.
When you said to get green, I thought you meant this green, baby. This green, fool.
You're going to have to find someone else to do that, baby.
Like I said, man, this ain't my fight, man.
Yeah.
I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover.
That too.
Anyway, this next question comes from Dr. Chill Out. Did Marvel gain back the full rights to Hulk from Universal? No, and they won't.
I mean, they could, but no, it's hard right now. I think.
Well, that's why you haven't gotten another standalone Hulk movie. Universal.
The rights will, if Universal decides to do nothing with the Hulk, which they haven't.
Yeah, that's an obvious trade, though.
Yeah, since it's been like 13 years. I don't know what the time frame is for when rights reverse back. So,
yeah,
or revert back. Excuse me. But yeah.
All right. Well, cool. Thanks for your questions. Anything more to add about the Hulk?
No.
Came out in 2008.
Yes.
Starring Ed Norton, Thunderbolt Ross. That's just his name
Hurt.
everywhere.
William Hurt.
Tim
Blake Nelson.
Tim Roth.
Martin Starr.
Liv Tyler.
Not Nick Fury.
Robert Downey Jr. at the end credits scene.
Yeah, which was cool.
Comes on Recruits. It's pretty cool. He's wearing the most 70s pants ever.
Yeah.
And
next week we are talking
Iron Man 2.
Yeah, so come join us. Leave us that 5-star review. Subscribe.
And we may start doing these like live. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll work
on YouTube Live and just kind of talk and maybe get questions from, and then just post that to the podcast.
Yeah, live feed.
Let us know if you want that. We'll post it on Twitter too. Make sure to stay on YouTube. We got a lot of cool videos, including episode 1 of the DisInsider, or the Disney Catalog. We have new clips if you guys want to check out what we do on the DisInsider show. It's basically goofy news. That's how I describe it.
It's our goofy news segment.
And you always get one rumor of the week.
It's the main reason why you subscribe.
We've had a lot confirmed.
Yeah, and we're
a lot confirmed.
We have a lot of cool ones coming. We're lucky to have good sources.
So we just filmed. We have 48 episodes now.
Yeah.
We have, like I said, we have cool stuff on. We have news from the castle. It's an SNL based type of news show. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. Always at the DisInsider.
Check out the DisInsider.com for all the latest news.
Yeah.
Everything we discuss will be on that.
If you guys are watching on
website.
YouTube, thank you for coming to the YouTube. If you guys are listening, go check it out on YouTube.
Yeah, I love it. This is the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, leave us a 5-star review.
We'll read
Comment
it.
if you want. Maybe give us some tips on what to improve or what to talk about as far as specifically movies. And follow me on Twitter at Derek Cornell. With 2 I's instead of L's.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, Skyler Shuler.
You can follow him on
with
Instagram
L's.
too. He goes live a lot.
Yeah, you can go Skyler Shuler. It's super easy. No I's, all L's. That's how I roll.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to episode 2 of the Disney Catalog. We'll see you next week. No! We'll see you in the castle.